Good Christmas Eve morning, everyone. So, I have a few things for this video. Hopefully it doesn't turn into an hour video here, but I don't think it will. So, we created Farmed and Dangerous. Happy Hunting's Playground. So, my main account is in Happy Hunting, and we've been taking in lower players for a while, lower level players, which isn't a big deal, except we're to the point where it's getting harder and harder to do that. So we take on 10-star war machines regularly, sometimes 9. We bounce back down every once in a while to a 9-star when we start running low on flags. And those are awfully hard to hit for somebody that's a lower level. Plus, we keep filling up pretty quick. Like, we don't stay with any spots open. And so we chatted about it and decided to go with a training alliance. Or an alliance where some of our veterans in Happy Hunting can come and vacation if they need to, or have a war machine to hit if they want to go out merkin around. So we did this. I won my last war, got my war chest, and left that alliance and started this one. So I just did that like literally a few minutes ago. A few of our players also have alternative accounts like I do, so they'll probably come over here as well. And it's awfully hard for a lower level player to play in war. And war is like the greatest part of the game. I don't know. It's the one I like the most out of everything that we do. So a lower level player just has a harder time because they have to wait for cleanup. They may have to check the ore board 4 or 5 times throughout 24-hour period. So if you're not able to get on that much during war either, then it's kind of hard to have anything to hit, because we're taking on basically the top 10 to maybe 15 alliances in the entire game, right? So yeah, we're trying this out, and I think it'll be a pretty good sister alliance. So now the other thing I wanted to chat about was leveling up, because I'm really close to doing that. So yeah, if anybody out there is looking for a training alliance, or just somewhere that's it's casual, will be a pretty casual alliance, although we'll want everybody to use their war flags when they opt in. So, but if you're looking, it's gonna stay open for a while with no trophy requirements for the first little bit, so you can come on over. And now 744 XP to level up. So I don't think a lot of people think about leveling up as it being of value, but it is of immense value, really. Every time you level up, you will gain something for free from the game, and Small Giant does not give out much for free, that's for sure. It is all about the Benjamins with this game. They are out to make money, which is fair. They have employees to pay. And we wouldn't have a game if there weren't people supporting it financially. So we wouldn't have a game to play. But that being said, leveling up is one thing that can add a heck of a lot of value to your game. So I need 744 to level up. I got 3 flags. I'm gonna go 9-1 here. I think that should give me enough. 9-1's the last one at 3 flags. Yes, so 9-1. Hopefully that gives me enough XP to level up here. I think it does. I think it gives 800 something. I'm not exactly positive though. So whether it be the extra flags, refill in all your flags, it'll give you that value. So you get that every time you level up, which is good because then I can get my mission box full. 28 flags does not last long when you're using them on quest stages like I did this morning. So I blew through 28 flags pretty quick. And then, of course, I knew I'm getting close to leveling up, so I used up all my raid flags. But 6 raid flags never fills your mission box. So leveling up will help me fill my raid mission box as well. 857, perfect. Okay. And then, of course, I get to hit the war machine again. So every time you get something here as well. So my team cost went up a little bit. Now, team cost is just to prevent people from, like getting too high too fast in team power. That's all basically it is, unless somebody else knows another reason why they do team cost, then please fill me in. But there's people that are at level 28 right around where I am, and they have teams that are like 3,200 already. So the only way to do that is to do maybe 8-1 farming for recruits, plus you've dropped some money in it and drawn summoned some good 5 stars. Like the one team I tried to take on this morning, they're at level 30, but their team's already up to over 3,300, and they had 3 5 stars on it. So when you're this low of a level, the only way to do that is to summon them. Basically, do 8-1 for recruit farming, keep those feeders going through your training camps, and to buy, because there's quite a few offers that have the trainer heroes in them, to buy those offers and level up your heroes a heck of a lot quicker. So that's one way to kind of bypass that. So I think they've got the team cost in there so they can't get too high too fast in team power. At least, like I say, that's the only reason I know why they got team cost. So every time you're going to also get gold, and you're going to also get a summon ticket. So either way, you may draw a 3-star that I haven't got yet, but there's a free feeder. So, and your energies are refilled. Now, other times it's going to add to your world energy. Well, what does that do? Well, that's awesome, because the more world energy you have, the more you can play for free at once. And then other times you will also get your hero capacity or weapon capacity expanded, which is fantastic too. So what does that do? Well, that means the next time you draw a hero you don't have that you want to keep, you'll have the roster space for it without necessarily taking up space with feeders. So if this one is the max team cost it gave me, which is fine. But if this was a weapon or a hero expansion by 5, and then as you level up it starts only expanding 1 or 2 slots, which is still fine, that still gives you capacity for free to keep more weapons and to keep more heroes in your lineup. So, alright, let's go next here. Because as you as you level up and get more summons and that sort of thing, as you get to be a veteran in the game, you'll need that capacity, right? And if you don't level up to keep getting that capacity for free, well, then they want you to pay for it. So in this account, I haven't increased either of them, so it only costs 50, but it will only stay at 50 for so long. Then it jumps to 100 gold. Then it'll jump to 150 gold. 200, 250 gold for an extra 5 slots of either hero or weapons. So that's definitely something to think about. This adds a heck of a lot of value to your game. So, and if you think about it too, your world energy can always expand as you level up, making it so you can go through a whole bunch of quest stages all at once and not have to stop. We have the challenge event on now. If you're somebody like me that likes to be competitive with it, then you're going to want all the world energy you can get for free to keep on replaying boards to try and improve. But you think about this, your raid energy, and there's people that love to raid. Your raid energy always stays at 6, so there's no added value. There's only added value when you level up because it'll automatically restore your flags. But there's added value here for leveling up constantly if you can. And then same with the war machine, it'll always only be 3 flags, but the added value of leveling up is if you time it right like I did, then you get to hit the war machine all within a few minutes of each other with 6 flags, which is pretty cool. So, wrong spot. I'm actually going to go finish this war machine off. So when I created the alliance, the war machine automatically spawned. So this ended up being very good timing to level up and start the new alliance. We were just waiting to see if I won my war on Wednesday, which I did. The other person actually didn't use any of their flags, so in the old alliance I was in, which was bonus for me because it gave me the win, got me my war chest like I wanted, and then I got out of there to create Farmed and Dangerous. So that was pretty cool. So it's a nice bonus too because I get to take the war machine out within a few minutes of it spawning, so I'll definitely have all 3 flags restored by the time another one hits tomorrow on Christmas Day. Now, I don't know if you guys are like me, but we're on lockdown again. Our official province-wide lockdown starts on Boxing Day. I suppose that was done to keep a lot of the Boxing Day shoppers at bay. So the stores didn't get too crowded. We are doing rather well in my area though. We don't have a heck of a lot of cases. But still, it's not good. We get thousands of cases a day in the province. The bigger cities have millions of people. So I'm going to be on a lot over the Christmas holidays because we're not getting together and doing too much with family. I'll be talking to them, of course, but I won't be seeing them. The one dinner we had planned was only 5 people. And now my aunt's apartment building where she lived has notice up that if you do not live there, you do not get entrance. So where she lives, they're in the color zone gray, which is bad. It's like one of the worst colored zones to be in. So, but there's a lot of cases, unfortunately, where she is, and there's been a couple hospitals that have struggled really badly with cases unfortunately infecting staff and that too. So it's gonna be a hell of a year, hell of a Christmas, I guess, for a lot of people. So if you're alone out there, don't worry. A lot of us are all in the same boat. Alright, so that got me that. Now I'm able to, I'm gonna sign off and fill up my mission boxes here. But yeah, so that's something to think about with leveling up, is being able to add value to your game for free. And in my main account, I go through flasks like crazy. I go through world energy flasks like nuts. In here I have 24 of them, which is amazing. It keeps giving me world energy flasks in this account, and I'd really love them in my other account. In my other account I have, 40 something raid flasks, and it won't give me any raid flasks here. Boy, I would love to be able to trade. But can't. So we have a few people. I'm going to tell my team here, my main account team, that the alliance has created. So we have a few people that are going to come over. I'll just tell them to wait, though, if they're currently hitting a war machine, because I want them to get credit for that, since we're not going to have a war machine here for another day. So yeah, so I just thought I'd share that about leveling up, and that's something certainly to think about, because as you get playing the game too and get a bit more seasoned, you may not always log on as much, because I certainly don't in Empires and Puzzles, and I've actually retired a couple accounts there, so I'm going to be focusing on this game. But yeah, that was one thing, because you get tired of farming all the time and don't necessarily always log on, but when you do log on, you'll give yourself enough capacity to be able to keep on going with stuff like this, mostly the quests. That's mostly what I do in Empires and Puzzles. I still have one account going, but even that one's going to be retired pretty soon. So I just more or less trying to make my way through Path of Valor there, and because they run a Path of Valor in Empires and Puzzles too, like they do here. And I'm just doing that to get the high level promotional mat they have at the end of Path of Valor, like they do here as well. I kind of want to get that, because if I do return to that account, then I need that promotional mat for some heroes that I have. So I don't know that I'm gonna completely and entirely quit every account in Empires and Puzzles, but I'm definitely taking a break from it. These games can wear you out. I don't mind grinding games at all, but yeah, it can definitely wear you out after a while. Alright, gotta shed some iron too. My iron is full. And my VIP pass expired, which is fine. I'm gonna go back to grinding here, so I don't have a second builder. If I had a second builder, I'd already would have gotten rid of some of that iron. So anyway, guys, there's some things to think about with leveling up. So that is one thing to focus on, is go for XP when you can. There's lots of higher levels give you a lot of XP at once, but it will chew up a lot of flags. But yeah, so if you are able to keep on farming, absolutely keep on farming. There's a lot of value to adding to this, so you can expand and keep on doing more things for free, basically. So yeah, because I could actually use some extra hero capacity, because I'm getting to the point where I've kept quite a few of them. See, I've got all these favorited, and I don't have a lot of room for feeders. So, and I may not keep all of these, but for now I am going to, because I don't know how many times I'll draw Roberto. I like Roberto. I like his special. I use him quite a bit in my main account on the challenge events. Um, yeah, so again, and I want to keep all the 4 stars I get right now. So if I get more and more 4 stars, then I'm gonna want capacity to be able to hold them, and hold enough feeders to make it worthwhile too. So, yep, just something to think about if you haven't thought about leveling up. It's definitely worth its value, especially over time. All right, so happy Christmas Eve, and I'm sure I will see you guys a lot over this holiday because I'll be recording quite a bit, I'm sure. Being alone for 11 days. I'm on my Christmas break from work too, so got lots of time to do this stuff. So if there's ever anything you guys want to see that I haven't recorded yet, please let me know in the comments and I'll get a video going about that. Have a great day, everyone.